Where do I start, guys? Where do I start? It's currently about 11 a.m. on the East Coast, and look at this. All of the indexes are getting destroyed. We have the Russell down 1.5%. Same with the S&P 500. The Dow's down about 1.4%, as the NASDAQ is leading the losses down over 2.2%, and we have the VIX up 7.5%. So we got PCE this morning, the price, or rather the personal consumption expenditures price index, which is another inflation measure, right, that we get, from the Federal Reserve. And that ended up showing that it rose 0.6% in January, which I think the estimate was 0.4%, so a good chunk higher than the estimate there, and 4.7% annualized, I guess, is what it's up in the prior year, and that is, again, above the economists' expectations, and this goes to show, and a lot of traders, investors, the stock market in general is pricing in that inflation might be hot for longer than expected, and interest rates might have to remain higher for longer than expected. And the PCE is a little bit different from the CPI in that it only measures goods and services targeted towards and consumed by individuals. Prices are weighted according to total expenditure per item, which gives important insights into consumer spending behavior. And the CPI is released about 10 days earlier, and you guys probably know it is the more it's the measure, the inflation measure that a lot of people look more at. They look more at CPI than PCE, but they're both very important. And the fact that PCE came in again hotter than expected today, that is what is causing the markets to get derailed. I mean, this is not looking good at all. We have SPY completely collapsing now under the moving averages. That head and shoulders that we called out, you guys remember that a couple of videos ago, and we've been talking about it really in the past couple of videos, every video. We can see that played out. We have the left shoulder right here, the head, the right shoulder. You guys see that? Clearly that ended up playing out. And on triple Q, the same thing ended up playing out as well. And you can see it clear as day. Left shoulder, we have the head, the right shoulder. Now triple Q is gapping under the moving averages. We're testing 290 right now, which is a big support. That's actually where my alert's at. If you guys take a look here, 290 was roughly the high from the end of January. So if that level breaks, it's not going to be good for the bulls, guys. We're going to have some more downside, probably towards 283. If that were to break, maybe down towards 275, that's where this could be going. So this is breaking down. The chart is breaking down day by day, guys. Day by day, bears are gaining a grip on these markets. And look at this on the hourly chart. You guys can clearly see we took the lows out from yesterday, the day before. We're now at a multi-week low on triple Q and on SPY as well. That's pretty clear as day, right? We hit 393 today. We took out the low from yesterday, which was 396. We took out the low from the previous day, which was 397. This is, again, not looking good for the bulls. Bears are gaining a grip on these markets day by day. And not to mention the VIX is up 6.5%. The VIX is really starting, to make a move now back to the low mid-20s. And who knows how high the VIX is going to end up going. We have oil. Let's pull up oil right now. Oil starting to fall, it looks like, on the day today, and it's been sideways. You guys probably know that. Nothing really has changed here in the past couple of months on oil. It's been trading between 72 a barrel to about 82 a barrel, hovering in this point, in this $10 range. And you guys have probably seen gas prices. I don't know where you live, but here in New Jersey, where I live, gas prices have come down a good chunk. Now, I think last I checked, regular was $3.01 a gallon here where I'm at. It might be going under $3 pretty soon, if not already. I don't know. I have to go see, the signs today. I haven't driven yet today, so we'll go see. We'll see if it's under $3 at certain gas stations, but you guys probably have seen that gas is coming down, which is a whole nother topic for a whole nother video. We're not going to open that can of worms in this video, but look, crude oil clearly in a downtrend. If we're, yes, we're in a horizontal channel if we look at the past couple months, but if I also zoom in on the 20-day chart, you guys can see lower highs, lower lows have been being made, right? So we're clearly downtrending into this $72 level of support. Now, the million-dollar question is crude oil going to hold 72? Is it going to fall right through that point? That's the million-dollar question. And a lot of people are bearish on oil now. A lot of people think it is going to be going back to the 60s a barrel, which by the looks of the chart, I have to agree with that. There's no signs of bulls anywhere on this thing. and it's pretty much holding on by a thread at $72 a barrel at this point. So yeah, that's a little update there on oil. And as for stocks, let's go look at some stocks very quickly. Beyond Meat is on a tear right now. This thing is up 20. Well, it was at one point 20% up in the green. Now it's up 17.7%. And you guys can see earlier in the day, it was actually well over 17% up. It was almost at $23 a share. Now it's at $22.20. It's pulled back a little bit here intraday. And we're noticing it is actually taking the highs out from, let me see here, it's taking the highs out from the beginning of February with that, with that move this morning. And now, of course, we're under the highs of February as we're pulling back. So let's see if Beyond Meat could maybe retest that $22 level, $21 level, maybe take that level out. We shall see. Beyond Meat is looking pretty good, and we can see it's, it could continue that trend. And if we come down a little bit more here, let's see some other movers. Really, everything is in the red for the most part, except for, Square. Square's up a little bit. JP Morgan is doing its thing, up about 0.3% so far on the day. We have not Beyond Meat. We just talked about Beyond Meat. BBY, which is Best Buy. We called out the cup and handle on this thing a couple weeks ago. You guys probably remember that. We ran to about $93. We pulled down to 85. Tried the pump again to 90, failed. We hit a lower high. You guys see that here. And now we're, this is starting to break down. We actually have a head and shoulders on Best Buy, even though it's fighting today. It's fighting to potentially go green. Well, it is green, but it's fighting to maybe make another move. But it's pretty much at the last straw right here. $80, $82. If that breaks, we might be falling like no other. Who knows? We have earnings coming up on Best Buy on the 2nd of March, so pretty soon here, they're going to be reporting earnings, and that's going to be one worth watching, no doubt about it. Let's see some down movers very quickly today, guys, before we wrap up the video. Why is First Majestic Silver collapsing? Oh my gosh, did they just report earnings? Hold on a second. First Majestic Silver did -7 cents EPS versus -3 cents estimated, so they missed on that, and they missed on revenue, $148 million versus $156 million estimated. It looks like here a couple companies our firms are maintaining a buy rating, but then again, that was from a month ago. Who knows what they're saying now? So First Majestic is completely collapsing. It's a falling knife. Who knows when this is going to recover, if it's going to recover. But either way, I'm watching it maybe for, a little bit of a recovery play there. Oh, my goodness. Wait a second. Adobe is down 7% today. Bring it on, Adobe. Honestly, I'd love to see this thing get back under 300. I'm not sure if it will. Who knows? It is a falling knife now. It might slowly start to get back under 300. But as of now, even though it's under the moving averages, it's a falling knife. We're still holding an uptrend. As you guys can see, we're still holding on uptrend on Adobe. So let's see what happens here at about 310, 315, $320. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, in terms of these individual stocks. Let me actually zoom back to these markets. Man, these markets are taking a beating after we had an awesome February. And the crazy thing is, guys, I know it sounds maybe crazy, we're actually still in the green on the year. SPY's still up about 4% from where it was in the beginning of the year, and Triple Q was, where was it in the beginning of the year? 260. It's still up a ton. 11%, guys. It is still up a ton on the year. And this market could recover if Jerome Powell comes out and tries to calm the markets down. I mean, it's definitely possible. If he wants to come and calm the markets down, maybe be like, oh, and rates aren't going to go much higher, yada, yada, yada. He might work his magic with the markets. Who knows? He might do that next time he speaks, which then that could save the markets for all we know, guys. Who knows? As of now, that's what I'm seeing, though. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, I'd love to know what you guys think. And don't forget to get up to now 17 stocks. It's a new promo now on Moomoo, guys. Up to 17 stocks, each up to $2,000. Using that link down below. If you guys want to see all the details and you want to help out the channel and get yourself some free stocks, check out the link down below. You could also get up to 12 stocks from Webull. And if you want to check out the Patreon, be a part of the Patreon portfolio I'm building, the Discord chat, you want all my charts throughout the day, thoughts throughout the day, that's on Patreon, link down below or in the bio, depending on where you're watching this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.